What we see right now happening in the market is truly end-to-end and connected products are hitting an inflection point. And they're being driven by a couple of factors that really are, just changing the perceptions of consumers and customers around the world. First of all, connectivity is everywhere. I mean, we have connectivity in our living rooms, in our bathrooms, in our houses, in our cars, in the streets, in our businesses. Connectivity is everywhere. What's making universal connectivity happen? Frankly, we got 5 billion cell phones in people's pockets around the world. That's the first thing. We have PCs right and left connected on the internet. And so, all these kind of high volume, products that we interact with are all, working to kind of drive the cost of basic communication down for everybody. Additionally, cloud. I mean, to me, cloud has been the real, let's say, enabler. Before cloud computing, you had to build a system in every building, right? And if you're dealing with listening to 1 million products, the scale of system and infrastructure that you need to operate is frankly beyond the skill and scope of what you would find within an IT organization. So cloud computing has kind of enabled this best of breed, massive scale, listening environment that lets people start to adopt this technology without the burden of building it themselves. And the second little piece of cloud computing, which is really a little bit more subtle, is that there's been a standardization of ways that cloud systems communicate with each other. Web services have evolved. There's new style web services that are, frankly, more efficient and easier to use and consume. And this has allowed business systems to start communicating with themselves in much better and much richer ways. So you put those three pieces together: universal connectivity with low costs at the edge that have been driven by these commercial products that we see and interact with every day, low cost bandwidth driven by the same phenomenon, and then cloud systems that know how to talk with each other in a good way, is really what's powered this inflection point. Doing this stuff's hard. And I've said it before. I mean, if you look at a full end-to-end stack, or full connected product stack, you got to put something in a physical device in the field. You got to get a module or a modem to make it talk. You have to have a protocol that communicates over the air. You have to have things that can listen. And those things that listen have to be able to scale horizontally, because one computing element can't listen to everything, so you have to be able to scale over time. You have to look at each piece of information that comes over the wall. You have to do something with it. You have to store it in a database. You have to provide user access and user security and user control, so on and so forth, right? It's a big, hard problem because the time frame that it takes for someone to go from design win to scale production is really, really long. And so I see my mission is just getting rid of that, post-communication time frame. I want to take that 3 to 5 years that someone needs to do today to be credible, and I want to move it down to 2 to 3 months. And we have examples, frankly, where we've, off of our platform, powered pay-per-use insurance applications. And instead of taking years, we had a production system capable of listening to 1 million cars, interacting with 100,000 users, with a full, rich user experience in 7 days. Now that's pretty cool. So that's what we're here to do. Freemium's meant to make it even easier. So, now you don't even have to go to the trouble of getting your bosses lined up. Frankly, you can go pay as you grow, and you can create success, and you pay Axeda as you succeed. And ultimately, the cost of using Axeda's platform is less than what you would have paid to host something you built on your own accord. It's just a no-brainer.